Hi again, it's me, Kathy. Around Christmas time, when we made the beef Wellingtons, I promised you chicken Wellingtons. So today I made those, and the chicken Wellington is filled with a mixture of asparagus and lemon and a little bit of cream cheese just to add it as a binder. Some pieces of chicken. I cut the chicken into pieces because number one, I did smaller Wellingtons, sort of like finger food. Again, we're on sort of a snack, you know, for the Super Bowl sort of bender, and so we did that. I made them finger food. You know, you can pick them up and eat them. No knife and fork required. And I also am introducing my what I call my Cheaters Hollandaise sauce, which I like to use. Now you can make regular Hollandaise sauce if you want to, and I'm a purist as well. But I discovered that if you take some mayonnaise and some lemon juice and some Dijon mustard and just a tiny bit of butter, you can make a nice light stable substitute for hollandaise sauce that's pretty tasty. And I put this on top of the chicken Wellingtons. So enjoy these. Asparagus, it turns out, is smart. It knows where its woody business ends and its tenderness begins. And if you take the stalk and just apply pressure, it'll break right in the right place. You can cut it too if you want, but this is a way to assure that you're getting rid of all the woody stuff. Now, I like to save these woody ends and use them to make a soup later on. So, like I say, if you're in a hurry and you want to just power through it, cut them all off. But if you want them to break naturally and separate themselves the way their God was meant to do it, this is what you do. So we're going to start with our asparagus. It's beautiful. We're going to chop it up. I don't show that, but then we're going to use some chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. And we're also going to cut that into pieces as well. We're going to use a little salt, pepper, and a white balsamic glaze to season the chicken. Makes it delicious, gives it a little bit of a tang. And there are our chicken pieces with our seasoning on. I'm going to melt some butter in a skillet. And then we're going to add some chopped onions to that melted butter and some seasonings. Now I've listed the seasonings on the website, but it's mint and chives and salt and pepper and some other stuff. We're going to saute those until they're soft. And when they are soft, we're going to add in our chopped asparagus and stir that around. And we're going to cook those until they get soft as well. And while those are softening up, we're going to cut our puff pastry sheet into some squares. It's very hard to actually get good squares, but you can rip pieces off and press them back in to make nice squares. You can see that we've put them in the muffin tins so they're all the same size. And we're going to go back to our asparagus mixture and we're going to mix in a little lemon juice and some cream cheese. The cream cheese is just as a binder. When you do this with mushrooms, mushrooms are of a texture that they become sort of creamy on their own. Asparagus doesn't have that property, so we're going to use a little of the cream cheese just to bind it up. And then we're going to take our cream cheese and asparagus mixture and put it in our muffin cups. And then we're going to place our chicken cubes over top of them. And then we're going to take them out individually with using a spoon to get down to the bottom. And we're going to wrap them around the dough. What I did was kind of pull up the sides and pinch the sides in and then pinch the top in and enclose that filling to the best of your ability. If anything breaks, you just pinch it back closed. And that's what it looks like. Then we're going to turn it over, seam side down, into an oiled baking dish. You don't have to use oil. You can spray it with some Pam. And we're going to repeat that with each one of our Wellingtons until we have 6 beautiful Wellingtons in our baking pan. Then we're going to brush them with an egg wash. And again, as I've mentioned before, that makes them kind of brown and beautiful on the outside. It also seals them in a little bit because the egg cooks first. So once they've been egg washed, we're going to put them in the oven. And while they're baking, we're going to make our hollandaise sauce. A little melted butter, 2 tablespoons, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, and about a half a cup of mayonnaise. And then we're going to add about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, some salt and pepper, and if you like a little heat, you can add a little cayenne to that. Whisk them all together And that's how easy it is to make fake hollandaise sauce, or cheater's hollandaise sauce, as I call it. Now, once you've baked your Wellingtons at 375 for 25 minutes, this is what they look like, and they are yummy.